Hi, this is Jessica DaMassa with WTF Health, and I am here at the Bayer G4A Accelerator launch in New York City, and I'm with Kerrigan Behrens. She is the co-founder of a company called Sagely Naturals, which is really cool. They have CBD-infused creams and roll-ons and things for pain management and stress relief, right?
We do. We actually started the business because I unfortunately was dealing with some lower back pain, and I was looking for a natural alternative to some of the more over-the-counter options. And we ended up realizing that CBD, which is a compound that comes from either the hemp or marijuana plant, has a lot of incredible therapeutic health benefits, but actually no psychoactive effects. So it became this amazing calling for us to share the ingredient with a lot of other people.
That is so cool, and I think that coming into this space, it's like, I mean, I live in California, and so there's a lot of like more social acceptance around CBD products and things that are coming from marijuana. But talk to me about what you're finding in this space. Is it generally like, is it still a taboo?
A lot less so than we would have expected. So actually 80% of our customers have told us that they don't use other cannabis products. So when we started this business, we knew that we could reach a mainstream consumer. We knew that people were interested in the therapeutic benefits of cannabis, but they just didn't want to have to get high to experience those benefits. And what we learned is that that was actually true. People were willing to try products as long as you could assure them that they weren't going to have to get high.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about that, because it's just in case there are any misconceptions out there. So I put this on and it will not make me high. It will just do what?
Well, it helps with inflammation. It's an antioxidant. Sure. It can make you feel a little more calm. So it depends on what you're using it for. If you deal with pain or inflammation, you would use our relief and recovery products. Okay. If you're dealing with maybe stress on a more daily basis, you would try our tranquility products. But either way, CBD helps to work with the central nervous system. It helps to regulate our mood, and it also helps with our digestive system.
So, I mean, this whole launch event here is really about self-care and Bayer getting into this space, and I'm really quite surprised to see like a big pharmaceutical company start to delve into this. Have you met with any resistance from the folks upstairs, so to speak, in terms of like, you know, being a little bit cautious or being a little bit concerned about what you're doing and how you're using it?
I think there's actually a lot of excitement. I think that there's acknowledgement that cannabis plant has a lot of therapeutic potential, and we're really just sort of at the beginning stages of measuring that potential. And so I think that mostly larger companies are looking to, you know, assess the risk involved. What's really great is that we use hemp and not marijuana, so there's a lot less stigma associated.
And what is the difference, just for clarification?
Yeah, it's a great question. So it's actually a legal difference. They're both part of the cannabis sativa L plant species. So both hemp and marijuana are part of the same plant species, and they look the same and they smell the same. The difference legally is that hemp contains less than 0.3% THC. Okay. So you can't really get high off of hemp.
Okay, so the THC is the thing that gets you high.
Exactly.
But the CBD is just the what?
It has a lot of the therapeutic benefits of the plant, but you're right. There's no psychoactive effects of CBD whatsoever.
How did you guys, I mean, so are you manufacturing this, you guys, like yourselves, or like tell me a little bit about your business?
Yeah, we don't actually manufacture. We are a distribution and branding company. Cool. So we sell in both retail channels as well as on our website, which is just sagelynaturals.com. Okay. And we are in both channels because we think that it's important to educate consumers on and offline.
And tell me a little bit more, I guess, about the consumer education piece of this. Like what, like if you were to say, like what's like, I know you said the misconception that like, oh my God, I'm gonna put this on and I'm gonna get high. There's that, but is there anything else that people you think need to understand about CBD-infused products and how they're being used for stress relief or healing? Yeah,
I mean, I think that even though it is, oftentimes the first people have heard of the ingredient, it's not a new ingredient. So cannabinoids, which are the compounds that come from cannabis, have been around for centuries. People have used cannabis as a form of medicine for since the dawn of time, basically. And the reason why it's so effective is that it's actually working with our central nervous system, and we're born with compounds that are very similar to cannabinoids. So I think the most important thing for people to understand is that it's working with our existing system. It's not actually doing anything to intervene. Or we're not adding anything. It's really just helping us to get back into our natural state of balance.
That's so cool. Thank you so much for stopping by and for talking to us about this. And I'm keeping these samples. Thank you for having me. If you want to learn more about them, it's Sagely Naturals, once again. And this is Kerrigan. So thanks so much. This is Jessica DaMassa with WTF Health.